Hello. This presentation is going to take about 5 minutes. A client asked me recently, is my diet too acidic? Well, the answer is no, not if you're following my advice, but I just want to take a few minutes to explain why. So I offer 2 weight loss programs, a low carb where you're eating a little bit more fat than the government would guide, and I also offer a low fat, which is where you'd be eating a little bit more protein than the government would guide. And you can see that from the table on this slide. So when protein breaks down, it breaks down into amino acids. And when fat breaks down, it breaks down into fatty acids. So is my diet too acidic? That question came as a result of that. Now, does diet matter at all when it comes to a body's pH? So pH is the acid-alkaline balance. And the body automatically maintains a pH regardless of what you eat. But a healthy 20-year-old will easily maintain a good pH. Whereas as we age, we get less efficient at doing that automatically. So does diet matter? Absolutely, and especially as we age. Now, the body uses 3 ways to maintain the body's pH. It uses the lungs, which breathe out carbon dioxide. It uses the kidneys, which excrete ammonia, urea, and retain bicarb or make more bicarb. And then it uses a buffer system. And the buffer system uses minerals like calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium to neutralize the acids. And the main thing that we want to do, especially as females, is we want to protect our bones. We do not want to use the calcium from our bones to maintain the body's pH. Now, how you interpret this chart is the pluses and the minus indicate the potential acidic load. So if you look to the left at the beef lean, plus 7.8 of a potential acidic load, whereas if you come over to the right and you'll see asparagus, it's a minus 0.4 potential acidic load. So you're balancing your more acidic producing foods on the left, which are more alkalizing producing foods on the right, which we do automatically because we will always combine a fruit or a veg with the likes of an animal product like a yogurt or like a meat. You can look at this in your own time to see the other little gems in there, like vinegar. Vinegar is quite an alkalizing producing food. My top tip will always be to eat in moderation, not to overload the body at any one meal or on any one day with too much food, which the body has to cope with. So to maintain a good pH, how the diet can help is to eat alkaline producing foods with acid producing foods. Mineral water, leafy green vegetables, fresh green herbs, apple cider vinegar, low sugar berries and passion fruit, and all vegetables. This is how you would visualize this. So if you have a plate of food, and we'll say it's breakfast time, and you're having egg, well, you could add asparagus, mushrooms, and spinach with your egg. That's a balanced plate of food. If it's at lunchtime and you have a sandwich, add a side salad. If it's dinner and you're having the likes of chicken, add 2 to 3 vegetables to the plate, where half of the plate is vegetables. If it's the likes of yogurt, you could add a low sugar berries to it or passion fruit to it. And if it's cheese and crackers, you could add the likes of grapes, a few grapes to it. If it's nuts and seeds, you can add a few dried fruits to it. And figs are the most alkalizing, but very concentrated in sugar, so you'd use them in small amounts. And that's how you do it in a practical sense from day to day. Now, if you've been through a period of celebration like Christmas or holiday, you can juice for a period of time after it, for a few days, using the likes of beetroot juice or carrot juice with a coconut water, adding spinach to it or whey to it. And that is a way of kickstarting a diet program, but also helping to clean the body after a period of celebration. So your alkalizing producing foods, you will notice that they are rich in minerals. And I've put on an additional slide here to demonstrate. It's the same thing, but I'm demonstrating it in a different way. If you look at your calcium, and calcium is really what you want to focus on to protect the bones, especially if you're a female and you're perimenopause or in menopause. So here I've highlighted all of the different foods with the milligram of calcium content. And I use the McCanson-Widdowson database for that information. And I've highlighted the magnesium foods also. Sodium chloride are in all small amounts in all natural whole foods, but of course way too much in processed foods. And there's no processed foods on either of my food plans. And then you have potassium as well. So in summary, your top buffering mineral food sources are vegetables, fruit, nuts and seeds, fish, mineral water, spices, herb, beans, and wheat germ. So if you know anybody who needs help with their diet to lose weight, that's my primary goal when I'm working with people, to help them to lose weight. However, it has to be done in a healthy way. And that's how I run my 3 programs, in a healthy way. Delivering weight loss, but also delivering a healthier version of yourself when you're finished. If you want to check me out, my website is www.justweight.ie. And thank you for listening.